Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon, the new Pink Floyd light show. Actually, no, this is Dark of the Moon. I guess it's so they can avoid a lawsuit. So I don't know what's going on. And they say that because
and it's still stupid.
And it's still, it is still stupid. And in this one, see y'all, the reason why we went to the moon, it wasn't because we had a space race with the Russians. No, because Transformers were there.
Well, you know what?
Shit
Back
going on in the
80s,
moon.
We probably would have gone there if there was some new rare Transformers. You know what I mean?
Like an actual toy.
Oh,
They
yeah,
only
exactly.
made,
That's just
like,
collectors.
They only made 10 of them, and they're all on the moon. It's the only place you can get them.
Kids would have been building rocket ships like play cars or
Some
something.
explorers, they just would have went to the moon.
Hey, call me when the GoBots land there, all right?
You got any
Those are real
Micronauts up
robots.
in this lunar bit?
And then the kid actually gets to the moon and like, do you have all your proofs of purchases? I'm like, God damn it, I gotta go back to Earth and get my shit.
I know. Drink more Ovaltine.
I like that astronaut is up there on the moon. He looks like, my God, because he looks like, my God, they're making a third one. What did you think? but in this one, I don't know, man. They say that the last movie, the writer's strike was going on. Now Michael Bay's coming out where before he was like, oh man, this movie's badass. I don't care what you haters say out there.
Yeah.
My movie's good. It made all this money. Now he's like, okay, we were in a writer's strike and we had, those Negro bots, those were my idea. I'm really not racist.
And Megan Fox was listening to all that going, motherfucker.
I know that's what pissed me off. Is like when they asked her, she was like, "Well, it's not all that great." And he's like, "What? Fuck that dumb bitch. She's a dumb 22-year-old, and she's not gonna be in my movie." And everybody's like, "Yeah, she was dumb to say something." And then he later comes out going like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah.
yeah,
You know what? You wouldn't have to wonder about the timing, though, too. It's like, okay, well, right before the third one's going to come out, suddenly he's all like, yeah, well, telling the truth. But this new movie,
Yes.
this is going to be the one that Transformers fans have been waiting for.
Yeah, shit, we blew up 10 buildings in the last one. We blew up 11 in this one.
I gotta say, when people saying like, "Have you seen the new trailer? This is gonna be the one." And after watching the new trailer, I don't see how this is going to be the one.
No,
I'm like, okay, so this is going to be the one that's more of the same. As the last
No,
Exactly.
this is going to be the one that ends the franchise. Period. That's it.
Have I seen the new trailer where robots blow up a bunch of shit? Like the last trailer? Yeah, I saw
I
it.
can't tell which robot is which, and Shia LaBeouf is yelling at people seemingly ineffectually because there are giant robots, and then there's Shia LaBeouf.
But
in the bath.
But in this one, Optimus Prime is playing Spider-Man, where the buildings and shit are falling. He's like
Twisting
fucking
in the
twisting
air.
and turning and like looking like
doing robot,
doing
robot acrobatics.
In slow motion, so apparently Zack Snyder came in to do the action scene.
Yeah, no. They, all of a sudden, like Autobots got web slingers now. In fact, you see Spider-Man on a building. He looks back like, no, slam. Shia swinging right into him. It's like, God damn, man. They're flying all over the place. They are getting crazy in this. That's why in this trailer you see. So it is true. I mean, what I know about the story, they say, okay,
story.
Yeah, believe it or not, they're saying that there's a little more story in this
story.
Yeah. So apparently, like, we went to the moon because there was these alien robots that landed there. We went to investigate, and the government has kept it hidden. Now, Transformers have been on Earth fucking up all cities and everything, and they're like, that stuff back on the moon. That stuff that you didn't tell us about, that was kind of important to know because we could have helped out. Now y'all done fucked up,
Which I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't the last movie revolve around Autobots getting there at the beginning of time, apparently?
Yep. In
And they've been
Egypt.
buried and so I'm like, is this really news again? I mean, guess what? We got some more shit hiding over there.
I like the way that's like you made a grave mistake. You're like, you have tore up everything on Earth there. I don't know how much worse it can get.
Seriously, you can't send Shockwave up there with a metal detector? Seriously? I mean, what's the deal? It's kind of their fault when you think about it.
It's
What are they just sitting around watching Jersey Shore?
Transformers has managed to litter the entire fucking universe with all their fucking parts. They got their fucking Transformer dick and balls on the moon. In the last movie, it was Saturn, I think, where there was also another ship that crashed, and I'm like, all right, this plot, I've seen it again. I'm gonna watch this shit again for a new fucking a relic they're gonna find that's gonna make video shows in Shia LaBeouf's glasses or something. I mean,
I don't know, man. The only thing that it's no secret that I don't think any of us like any of the Transformers movies, especially that last one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was funny how there was a distinction made on how the second one was so terrible. Because I'm like, They're both bad. They're both absolute dog shit.
I hated the first one so much, and I would like to point out for the record, I still have not seen the second one.
Oh, you haven't?
With no intent to watch
The
it.
only reason
Why
to see
would
the
I?
second one is to be. I almost say you should see the second one
Yeah.
just to be amazed at how bad it is. I mean, it is so bad that you could tell I believe them when they say that there was a writer's strike because things happen for no reason. I mean, there's certain things that pop up. Characters pop up and leave. Robots pop up and leave. They got comedy relief that's in there to cover up
Ghetto
what lack of
bots.
story. Yeah, the biggest thing is that this is what you should really see. Mudflaps and Skids, who were two Negro ghetto bots, complete with gold teeth, and they talked like ignorant high school black students.
I saw
And if that doesn't make you want to watch it, I don't know what will.
I saw the YouTube clip of that, and that was like, okay, I know what they were as bad as everybody said they were.
Oh, no,
So I think I've seen enough
and
of that.
that was the
film.
worst thing about the last one. Like all of the comedy that they brought in to cover up a lack of story either was offensive or just didn't
It's
make
not
any
funny.
sense. Or
It's,
it
it's
wasn't
like somebody
funny.
trying to be like, if you tell a crass joke, it's got to be funny. Because if you tell a crass joke and it bombs, then people hate you for being offensive to boot and
Yeah.
wasting their time.
Here's the thing, though, with the Transformers, and I fully admit that this does not fall within my geekdoms. I mean, the whole Transformers thing came late for me, and certainly late for Leon.
Damn.
Yeah, like 2 years, but go ahead.
But I just didn't care by that time. Was not playing with these type of toys by that time. I was playing with toys that would appeal to women, like bongs. At the,
Ass beats.
Like My Little
and
Pony?
bottles
What are you
of
saying? I
alcohol.
don't know.
blow up dolls. You playing with women who wear toys.
No, you were playing with My Little Pony. All right, we
your
get
mama's
that.
hot water bottle.
I was a bit of a douchebag, I'll say. But I missed that whole thing. And it wasn't because I disdained it. I didn't even know what was fucking going on, really. I was paying attention to other shit. Now, I know you, at least, Coast, you were really into it as a kid. And I keep worrying.
I was never a kid.
Well, when you were a TRS-80.
No, actually, I was more into He-Man than I was Transformers.
But you still
But I'm
liked
aware
it,
of
though,
them.
right?
I'm not stupid.
I like how you can announce that with pride. I was much more into He-Man.
Excuse me.
Those toys wouldn't break as soon as you open them out of the fucking package,
Did
all right?
anyone here like Transformers when they were a kid?
I was a Transformers freak when
Okay,
I was a kid.
there you are.
I have the first comic book that came out because it was one of the first commercials that I had seen for a comic book. Back then, Hasbro, they knew they were coming out with a toy line, but before the toy line came out, they were comics. So for G.I. Joe and Transformers, they had these cool, badass animated commercials. And I got the comic and I loved it. Then I realized, like, they're coming out with toys of these. And I was collecting those motherfuckers left and right, man.
Well, there you go. So you make me feel a little bit better, at least, about hating that first movie as much as I did when even you're like, yeah, it's pretty much shit.
And keep in mind, I gave the first one a matinee because because
your arguments are.
I speak for the people.
If I was mentally disabled,
I thought you might like to hear that. I'm trying to make your night.
You want to come back around to
This is matinee. Damn it!
But you know what? And the reason why I did that too is because besides my duty to like live up to my powers, it's because I could tell that the first I could tell that the first one was going to be like a crowd pleaser for certain fans. I said it's not for me, and I'm probably too attached to this. And so, sure enough, a lot of people came out loving the movie, and that was cool. And then when the second movie came out, there was just no denying, like, this is going nowhere. And that movie is almost universally hated by people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, even like Carlisle, who defended like hell the first movie to me, came out and said, no, this was absolute garbage. It's, I can't believe Michael
Yeah.
Bay did this piece of shit.
Yeah, there were scenes in there, like, they had things in there that were derivative of other films. Like, they had a gremlin robot that ran around for comedic
Yep.
effect, never came back.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had those cokehead parents like trying to do comedy throughout the entire
Oh,
movie.
that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't the mom get high?
They all get high, but they're talking like a million miles a minute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, that's not
trying
what pop
trying to
does.
force trying to force their comedy. And
No consistency,
Yeah.
like Bumblebee had a voice at the end of the first movie, but then they never carried the joke of him talking with a radio, nor did he really talk at all. It
Well,
was-
that's something that really bugs me about these movies is like they don't stick to any kind of science. They set something up, but then they can completely betray it later.
Yeah, if
it's
you,
like they're making it up as they go along.
you can create any crazy thing you want as a movie as long as you don't contradict yourself, as long as you don't break your own rules. And this is the type of lazy film writing that's just they don't. What difference does it make? It's a bunch of 10-year-olds. Yeah. These are movie makers who are disdainful of their own audience.
It's all about spectacle. I
Yeah,
mean, that's what it is. It's pure spectacle. It's like going to a fucking fireworks display. You're there, you enjoy it, and you walk away, hoping that you don't, go tell everybody that it sucked.
Yeah,
You know?
but then after the fireworks display, you go to get in your car and everybody's leaving at the same time. You're stuck in traffic for 2 hours and you're like, why did I come out here and do this? It's a bunch of colored lights.
And let me tell you, what's the longest fireworks display you've ever sat without fidgeting and wanting to leave through?
Okay.
Not 2 hours.
I see it.
that.
Explosions of color in the sky. But yeah, I mean, you know,
I get
looking at,
excited about Black Cat, so I don't know.
yeah, I get excited about a little like white piece of paper. You throw that and they just pack.
Or that shit that turns into a snake. Awesome.
Yeah,
I love those.
Bernie. It's just like a snake, man. Yeah, man. Looking at this, I go into a movie, every sequel, hopeful of something, and I look at this. And there are things that make me nervous, and there are things that make me hopeful. I mean, if anything was to make me hopeful about this, I have to say, look, it's the same trailer, but they managed to make these trailers pretty badass. I remember when I saw the first Transformers trailer, I was like, shit, this trailer I'm looking at, yeah, the only problem with it is that it looks like the same old shit. But I was like, damn, man, I wish one of these will be good for me because I love this trailer right now.
Watching that trailer where I was like, all right, let the bullshit continue, and I started playing, and then when I heard that guitar, I was like, oh shit! They finally got it right.
But, they got the robots. They posing all badass and shit. I'm like,
it actually looked cool. I mean, I was like, okay, wow, they're doing an alien invasion film with Transformers. Okay, if only this were the first movie. But I'm still like, as much as I'm turned on by the loud music and the crazy visuals, it still makes me go, oh wait, dumbass, it's Michael Bay.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's
calm the fuck down.
You know what? If I'm gonna buy into their story, okay, they're not in the writer's strike. If I would just hope that all the criticism that Michael Bay has, and he's showing some shame for that, is like, all right, that kind of makes me hopeful. Maybe you've learned, and maybe I'm not gonna get the perfect Transformers movie for me, but maybe I'm gonna get something that's halfway decent as far as the story goes, and being true to what I felt like these robots were all
just
about.
Something fun to watch. I mean, fuck, I enjoyed Battle LA. But looking back, that was not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination.
As a matter of fact, looking at this, it made me think of that. I was like, wow, Battlefield Los Angeles seemed like it was going to be so cool. And then it was just such a lack of story and bad dialogue. At the end, it just felt flat. What's this going to do?
That's
as
true.
far as Michael Bay feeling shame, he doesn't have the internal organs to produce shame.
I don't think he does either. It feels like every move he does is calculated. It really does, because there's so much money wrapped up in all his productions. He's got people in charge of telling him what to say specifically before movies like that. Oh yeah, I admit Transformers 2 wasn't that great shit. And now he's going, oh no, but this one is going to be darker than the previous ones. And the funny thing is, if you look back to the right before 2 came out, he said the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I remember when they said, "Oh, you know what? For those who want darker for the Star Wars prequels, the third one's dark." I was like, "No, it ain't the same old fuzzy shit." So
might as well be Sesame
It's shot
Street.
dark, but
So when we got a scene where we see Anakin Skywalker raise his lightsaber to some kids, and I don't see shit after that. Like, okay, I guess maybe.
And the whole produced by Steven Spielberg. I guess he's gonna have his hand in every movie that comes out this summer. But it's like his role here is just to insist that Shia LaBeouf star in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is, the saddest thing about saying that, though, is that every time I see his name come across the stream for a Transformers movie, I'm like, dude, really? I mean,
I know.
What is going on with you?
The more I see Shia LaBeouf when he's got his little "this is as good a beard as I can grow" going on, I think, wow, you look kind of like a really young Steven Spielberg, actually. Oh shit! The cloning is real, people.
Well, he's gonna meld him with J.J. Abrams and create a new Spielberg.
Yes, yeah. No, it's
and then send his consciousness into his younger body.
Now that shit will be darker.
You know what, Cyrus? Every time you see Shia scream, "Optimus!" That's Shia crying for his father, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is right there. That's where you get that motivation.
And when you hear Optimus Prime talking, that's Spielberg. I will live on. But man, I don't know. This one looks like it could be fun, but I don't know. Now, the things that make me nervous about it are some things that they're not showing you in the trailer. Like one, they have redneck Autobots in here that are models of actual NASCAR cars. So they got all,
that's it.
Is Larry the Cable Guy one of the voices?
Yeah.
No, he's already a robot car.
Why don't they just merge this with the Cars franchise and be done with it?
They got minus women because they got a big on a poster. They got a big ass. I don't know what do you want to call it, a redneckacon or whatever out there with a Target symbol on his chest. You know, all the other robots either got
A Cracker-Con.
yeah, no, Cracker-Con, yeah.
Is he wearing a Confederate flag as a cape?
That's the thing. All of them have like the Autobot symbol, the Decepticon symbol. This one has got like our Decepticon symbols. This one has got like a target symbol across his chest.
How hard is it to beat a NASCAR Transformer? Just stay away from his left side. And you should be fine. He can't go any other way.
How'd you get? What'd you say? He's out there flying around with a Confederate flag on. Hey, you know,
Burger King fucking emblem.
I want to see the Walmarticons versus Tarkanabots. And you know, if in this movie, those motherfuckers turn up the White House looking for Obama. They got mullets and shit. We know you in there. Obama sneaking off in the foreground.
Yeah,
catch that motherfucker.
I'm gonna wait for Obama to transform, just like Michael Jackson did in Moonwalker.
Nah, so that makes me nervous that they just got blatant. They got fucking Walmart as a robot in this movie, and they're just advertising that shit like that. There's other things in there like, okay, they say they ain't got those damn Negro bots in there, but I don't know what they're gonna do now is to get fucking a Mexican robot to turn into a lawnmower.
Oh, you know,
get a Jew bot that turns into a cash register.
Now that would be the shit. Right.
Fucking Chinese robot that turns into a Chinese restaurant. Might as well, you know.
and an Arab robot that turns into a taxi cab.
You need a ride, sir? We got you. We are trapped.
Well, they managed to get a robot to play Megan Fox, I guess. Pulled some chick out of Michael Bay's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Dumped her in the movie where I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, wow. She's no different than the buildings in the fucking background.
She looks generically hot.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Something about Megan Fox had this look that was so like otherworldly. Like, I mean, she might be dumb, but to her face was just like, damn, I've never seen a girl look like this. This chick looks like any generic chick who's just had her lips blown up with a tire.
That's what makes me nervous too, because when there's a hot chick, and this chick's name is Rosie Huntington Whiteley.
Rosie Hoddington?
Might as well be, yes. Yeah, and she is hot, man. But when there is a hot chick in a Michael Bay movie, he can't help but turn that camera towards him and make a Victoria's Secret commercial at some point in the film.
I know. Shit's blowing in the background. Shit's blowing up in the background. People are dying, and she's like in a Revlon commercial where the wind's blowing into her hair.
Yeah,
looking up at
skirt
the sky.
going up. Yeah, you know, like, come on, man.
Like, what are you gonna do? Come on.
And there's a scene in here where there's not one American flag. You got a whole row of them to make up for that last film. So
that apparently little past just a rumor department in Hollywood is that Megan Fox really was one of those casting couch situations with Michael Bay. That was one of those, like, you always hear about that, but that was one of those, like, yeah, everybody actually knows that really happened.
Michael Bay, I didn't say this, man.
Like, apparently, he said, well, for this scene, you'll be working on a car. I think the script at that point is she'll be washing a car. So I'm going to film you washing my car.
Oh, really?
Turned into something else.
Wow. Brought to you by Cyrus TMZ.
I'm just saying, I think that, like, this whole, like, you got this list of generic hotties in Hollywood who will clearly, quote, wash his car, and quote, get in a Transformers film.
I think Shia LaBeouf did the same thing. So, you know, I mean, come on. It's like, big news there.
I know. The next chick's walking. You won't believe what he said to me. He's like, hey, honey, it works. It's a living.
That's what you got to do to survive in this business.
Don't make my mistake. You know, I held off for a while. First time he asked, I was like, no. And then I was like, yes.
No. Okay, why not? Well, we'll see what this movie's going to be like. I'm always hopeful for anything. I see good and bad here, and I'm hoping that this is going to be fun. I really am praying for that good Transformers movie that suits to my taste. I want Michael Bay to make that movie for me.
I'm with you. I don't care what Cyrus says. It's going to be badass.
This will be that rare time when the first two movies were shit and the third one was the good one.
Yeah.
No, like too late. It's like I'm disappointed either way it goes.
I thought you were just going to say, honestly, the rare time Michael Bay made a good movie.
Oh, stop it. He's made some good movies.
Sure. Like 20 years ago, he had a few good movies.
Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Do like that one.
I love Bad Boys 2. Yeah.
I like that we closing out on that. I love Bad Boys.